Hey guys, this is Listertainment, and we just hit 400,000 subscribers, and I want to thank you so much for helping me reach this milestone. It's just unbelievable. Today's video is all about seeing fighters who were trying to clown around, just trying to show off a little bit, but it went terribly wrong. They thought they were going to end up on the highlight reels on every sports show, and I guess they did do that, but not for the reasons they were going for. They wanted to look all cool and like a badass, but instead, they looked like a freaking moron. If you happen to enjoy this video, please punch the crap out of the like button, as it really helps me out. And also, make sure to subscribe and turn on those post notifications. Let's get this thing started. So we have all seen Roy Jones Jr. doing this insane hands behind the back knockout.
We're not cherry you there because of the style of the opponent or whatever.
Shane Mosley learned that last Saturday night.
Again. There can go. Perfect opponent. Good performance.
Maybe Roy's most crowd-pleasing performance.
Well, now we have this guy, Rakesh Krishnan, trying to do the same thing. And as you would have guessed, there's only one Roy. Man, at least try to fake like you're not flinching by moving your head back and forth. This guy bit on that fake out, and of course, had to take two for flinching. Technically, he only took one punch, but the second hit was the one to his dignity. Then this guy gets up and still misses the punch. How do you miss a punch to a guy in Puya who isn't even trying to defend himself, since he is under the impression that he just knocked you down? My god, this guy is bad. The referee didn't even count this as a knockdown, but thankfully the referee finally put a stop to it in the 4th round. We of course have to include a video about a guy asking for more punishment. These videos are funny because in most cases they have taken a ton of hits and are getting a little tired of the crowd cheering against them. So they go and ask for more hits to show that they haven't been affected at all. This happened to Manuel Char. He wanted more hits in the 2nd round of this fight, and he was fighting a strong boxer in Alexander Povetkin, who was more than willing to oblige later in this fight. Man, that first punch was going to put him down already, and then the second one, just put him to sleep, almost sending him flying through the ropes. To go from looking like a freaking grizzly bear on the hunt to sleeping like a bear from Goldilocks. You would think that if you're fighting a contender for pound king, you might take the fight a little more seriously for every second that you're in there. But Jose Benavides Jr. believed this hype a little too much and, well, tried to show off in the last round.
Sitting on the ropes and shaking his head.
Crawford had just delivered a great combination and had beat up Benavides the entire fight, outlanding him by a 2-1 margin and only allowing Benavides to land 18% of his punches. You were getting outclassed, but you still felt cocky enough to taunt the beast?
It's not how we want to end this fight, Ella.
Oh! Crawford gets up!
Benavides was going to lose a lopsided decision, but he could have been only the 2nd fighter in his last 13 opponents to go the distance. Then of course, Crawford is known as one of the best finishers in the sport, and he got it done again with a cautious but accurate flurry.
Best in the world! At home! Is he the finisher they all expect him to be?
Sean Strickland is known as the trash talker, and well, in this grappling match in the Submission Underground, he was taking Andy Varela, and he was just challenging him to take him down the entire fight by raising his hands. Then with 52 seconds left, he did it again, but this time he turned his back.
Middleweight. I think it's because you weren't aware that his last loss was a small fight against a small fighter by the name of Kamaru Usman.
Chael Sonnen is the guy commentating this match, and he goes from giving Strickland props to calling him a fool in about 3 seconds.
I mean, he is daring. All right, he's done. He's done. He's good. Now he's a fool.
I don't know if this is a joke or not, but Strickland's excuse was that he thought he was in a wrestling match, but he should have taken a clue from the freaking name of the event, Submission Underground, to know better than this. I gotta give it up to Strickland for being able to provide so much entertainment. So I've taken a look back at Ryo Kawamura's fights, and he really doesn't have a crazy cocky fighting style.
많이 주고 칠 필요가 없습니다. 이두리 선수. 톡톡톡 일단 맞춰 나가야 됩니다. 톡 맞추면은 카와무라는 웬만하면 잘.
どうぞ、見ていてください。左のジャブから前に詰めていきます。右のフック、さあ首つい。
But for some reason, in his fight against Melvin Manov, he decided to mash up his style with some sort of dance.
Low hands, kind of floppy body.
That's usually how guys look after they fought Melvin Manov.
He likes to be a little bit sort of flexible
There, but another 8 to 10 inches in, and he's going to be playing them.
I really have no idea what he's going for, but he really had a kind of drunken boxing style going on here. He was just really loose with his movements. Manov even got tired from this and complained a little bit.
for the entire 2.25 minutes that we've had. Whoa. Well, look at this. Melvin Manov doesn't really know what...
Eventually, Kawamura tried doing the same move twice, and well, Melvin is pretty smart, so he learned it and timed it perfectly.
Wow. He did it. Oh, he did it again.
Big right hand.
Well,
Don't make an explosive fighter like Melvin angry, because he will put you in your place real quick, and then will deliver a shot at the end when you're already on the ground knocked out, just to remind you not to play around with him like a freaking cocky idiot. It was fun while it lasted. And we end with the biggest show-off in the game, in the one and only Michael Venom Page, who was fighting against Richard Kiley, and Kiley made the terrible decision to flip him off mid-fight.
Look at this, he's just taunting him.
Kiley should have known that Page was going to make fun of him regardless of what he did in this fight, but by insulting him, you just made it 10 times worse. First, Page starts by mocking him while he's on the floor crawling like a guy in Apex.
Speed is just blurring from Michael Venom Page.
Then Page goes so far that he loses a point by pretending to take a selfie of himself while beating the crap out of Kiley.
Pushing elbows there, they are finding a way through.
Then Page does one of his crazy knockouts with a flying knee and mocks the way Kiley is on wobbly legs. If you're going to mess with the best bullshitters in the game, you better be ready to make to look like a fool. A quick reminder, if you like this video, please give it a like. You gotta admit that these moments liven up the fights and give them a little extra entertainment, especially if they fail like the ones we just watched. We always want to see the cocky fighter lose. It's just natural to root for the more humble guy. Thanks for watching this video. I'll see you next time.